This is key testimony to the plaintiff's case. They have to prove liability and they have to prove damages. So if the jury finds that the hospital is liable, then to what extent, to what dollar amount? The thing that's weird is that they're doing this in two parts in their case. We don't have a bifurcated or separate trial here going on where in one trial it's all about liability, another about damages. Here, this is all in one trial. Let me bring in civil trial attorney Ted Spaulding, who practices in Atlanta, Georgia. Ted, did this strike you as weird when you first saw this?
Yeah, it did. I'm really curious to know pre-trial procedure. Something must have come up, and I don't know if it's plaintiff or defense that wanted this almost like a mini bifurcation. Normally here in Georgia, when you put up the plaintiff goes through everything. So you go through all the liability and all of the damages all in one.
Right.
What I'm curious about is how does that play for the plaintiff? Maybe it's a good thing because you get to have the jury focus just on the liability side, take a break from that with the plaintiff at least, and then separately have the plaintiff come back up and all we're talking about is the damages instead of having to roll through all of that at once. So it's real interesting. I'm wondering why it happened. It's odd, at least here in Georgia, and I'm not sure Florida has different procedures when it comes to that. So what is it that caused that to happen? Right. And then ultimately, how does that play out?
Right, Ted. And thank you for answering that. I've seen a lot of questions from our wonderful courties on social media saying why she was just called, why being recalled, why wasn't this all answered the first time? So I'm wondering, was it this attorney's trial decision? Or like you said, to your point, could there have been some type of ruling pre-trial that maybe we're not privy to and didn't see before the start of the broadcast about why this is happening? You think it's still a very strong case for the plaintiffs?
I do. As you see it unfolding here with the damages side, what the plaintiff lawyer did well, strategy, is get through the damages side very quickly on the hard parts, which is the before and after of her underlying condition not caused by the hospital, and then ending with the really good stuff about how this has been so damaging to her, being held and all of that.
Exactly. So. Ted Spaulding, love having you on the show. Thank you so much for all of that.